Hi friends, this is Jim at J.D.SmokingPipes coming to you from my shop on this rainy Friday evening. I just want to do a quick tips and tricks section here. I'm not smoking anything yet because I'm going to use this pipe to show you a few tricks. Two things came up this last week at the local brick and mortar when I was in there, and one of them, an employee had a problem with his pipe. He said that there was a restriction in the draw of his pipe and that he couldn't figure out what was going on. It passed a pipe cleaner. He went ahead and pulled it apart and cleaned it, and he thought he took care of the problem, and it came back really quick. So he asked me to look at his pipe. I took it, I pulled it apart, and I looked down in there, and I could see real quick what his problem was. And his problem was using pipe cleaners on it. They tend to deposit stuff into the draft hole, and it can do it in the stem. And when it does that, it blocks it, or it can block it, and it will build up over time. So when you do use a pipe cleaner, best practice is when you get it, flick it, strip it down one way, strip it down the other way, and you'll see a bunch of crap come off of it. And that's what you want. You want to get that stuff off of that pipe cleaner, okay? So now you can use that pipe cleaner, feed it in there, no problem. When you get it in there, you can look, make sure it's in there, clean it out, do what you got to do. Once you get it clean, take the pipe, cover it so it's pretty tight, blow into it. And you see that stuff blow out? If you look closely, when I blew, you could see little white pieces from that pipe cleaner come out of there. And that right there was from a pipe cleaner that I cleaned before I even shoved in there. So you can imagine when you take a pipe cleaner out of the package and shove it down in there, you're packing stuff in there, and over time it'll get gooped up in there. And if you're not paying attention, it can get stuck in there and plug it up, and you'll have problems, and it'll restrict the draw on you. So that's one thing to think about. Another thing was a topic at the local brick and mortar. One of the customers said he had some tobacco that was dry. He was going to smoke it, and he said, you know what, I'm going to have to buy some more because this is too dry. And I said, well, wait a minute, let me see it. So I got a little tobacco here so you can see it. And this is a little old Joe Krantz. And I felt it, and it was like, it's dry, but it isn't that far gone, but it is a little too dry. So I told him, hey, let's use the breath method. And he says, well, what's that? And I said, well, let me show you. So what I did was I stuffed half a bowl and breathed on it. One long breath. And what I did was I made a cone with my hand, put it around the chamber, so you can see it, and I just put my lips against it and just nice, gentle breath. Took my finger, poked it down in there, and I could feel it was quite a bit moister. So I took some more, packed it up to the top, did the same thing. Okay, now I've got a full bowl. I went ahead and pressed it down about halfway. Took some more, put it up there, breathed on it, pushed it down till it was just below the rim, and I told the guy, here you go, light that up and smoke it. And the guy says, really? And I said, yeah. And he lit it up, smoked it, smoked right down, no problem, it was perfect. He was very excited. He'd never seen anything or heard about that. So that's another tip or trick you can use there, is use the breath method. If you sit it out and you forget your tobacco overnight, and the next day you get it, it's too dry, you're like, ah, crap, now I have to throw it in with the other stuff or rehydrate it or do something with it. No, just stuff a bowl, nice and loose, breathe into it, and you're using the moisture from your breath to hydrate that tobacco. So it's something you can do real quick, especially if you're on a trip or something and you only have a pouch of tobacco or something and it started to dry out. But other than that, quick shop update. I'm working through the commissions right now, working on a bent apple. Start doing some stem work on that tomorrow. That's for Mark, Bama Guitar Dude. That one I'm hoping to get finished off tomorrow. And then I have an apple that I just started for employee at the local brick and mortar. He ordered one, and then after that I'm going to do a couple of small straight billiards, group 1, group 2 size billiards for some guys at work. And then I've got I think a stubby bulldog and a bent egg to do too. So I'm going to be pretty busy here the next 4 weeks or so. I'm going to work through those, get those finished off. But other than that, just trying to stay dry and stay warm and stay out of trouble. So be well, everyone, and have a good weekend.